operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check it back. Real. What's up?
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Scan 300. Scan 300. 50 seconds, right? Let's pick it up.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On first down, this is Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. He's got daylight.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
20. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Geis with a carry on second down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, 180. Right there, 54 Mike. Get this worm on.
Here's Mayfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
A gain of 16 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got you. Hey, alert 3. Slam.
They'll run with Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the whip. Back.
Here's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Good. 180. Hey, pick your game up. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Regular.
Now a run with Geis, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
You got him.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Rodgers. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, boys.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on play. First down, Raiders.
Set, 180. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, alert 33. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Mayfield on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, these two franchises, very rich histories. This game, of course, part of the NFL 100 series. But the meeting that really sticks out from way back when is 1968 Super Bowl II, which at the time was known as the AFL-NFL World Championship game. But Bart Starr was the MVP of that game. He went against Darryl LaMonica, the Mad Bomber, the quarterback for the Raiders. Packers would get the victory just like they did the year before in the first ever Super Bowl over the Chiefs. And Bart Starr was also the MVP. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Blue 58. Quit talking about it and wing it. Check 52.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, baby.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Blue 58. 54 Mike. Watch the 630. Watch the screen. Yeah. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mayfield now. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Geis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Balaj. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mayfield to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Off to Geis on the screen. Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, watch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the pass. Check. Hey, alert. Switch it. Check General West. Hurry.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Mayfield now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 88. No. Check. Watch 54. Hey, we're going to get done.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, watch your leg. Pistol. 57 to Mike. One touch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get the weight room. 57's the mic. Rock 57. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Real. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. In your face.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers gets it to Strong. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 29-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check that.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Good. 180. Come on. You better bring it. Good. 57 Mike. Mike 57.
Now Balaj. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Mayfield. And Samuel caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mayfield now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, dude. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun, Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day, baby. All day.
To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. This is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We got to get the ball. See, get the ball right here. Let's go. 57's Mike. Hey! 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take...
That's caught at the 25. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Now left side on the swing pass. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Leonard Floyd leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll hand it down to Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Here we go. He's coming. He's coming. Real.
They'll run here with Balaj. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Point it right.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go! At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense now. And the Raiders have got him. Jayon Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, it's Henderson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Hey, Haywood! 54, Mike, 54. You remember me? You remember me? Okay, over here. Hey, check 26. Kill, turn up. Mike, 5-4. Hey, high 7.
Here's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Track 24. Track 24. Hey, 133.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but I
like where we're going.